here's Russ. Hey, I'm back in the car again. Coming back from Costco and Walmart today. Yeah, I had some things I had to pick up. So anyway, I was thinking, after watching some of my videos on this channel, how old I've been getting. How old looking I've been getting. Yeah, I think I noticed mostly, for me, it's around my neck. Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely see it around my neck. You know, I have these lines in my neck. My mom had those too, and I think probably just comes from your genetics or something. But yeah, I could definitely see the wrinkles in my neck. So what about the rest of me? Well, definitely the gray hair is there. I was looking at some of the older photos of me taken as screenshots from the Russ is Right channel, and you know, sometimes I use those as thumbnails for the YouTube videos. And so I was looking at one of the photos that was taken about 3 years ago, and then one that was taken, well, not recently, but taken maybe several months ago. So I put the two side by side. Here, I'll show you a picture of it so you can see it. You can see there's definitely been a change in the way I look. First off, I think the first thing I noticed was you can see it in my face, the weight difference 3 years or so ago looked like compared to more recent photo. And you can compare it against this right now. And so, yeah, there's no doubt the hair's gotten grayer. My face was a little chunkier back then, you know. And like Tom from Costco said, you know, he was on a couple of my videos that was when it was still on the Russ is Right channel. He says you've noticeably changed. Yeah, I think when I first met him, I hadn't started the diet yet, so that would have put me at around 268 pounds. I don't know how heavy I was on this other photo, but probably around that range. And so he says you're noticeably thinner, and yeah, I think you can see it in the face, definitely. And then if you look at the body too, you can. You know, I posted a video on the Russ is Right channel about the California law, and you see me riding the Magicycle Deere 26-inch bike. That was about 2 years ago, that footage, that recording. And if you see the side view of me riding, you can see how much chunkier I was body-wise as well. I'm still big, but I'm not quite as big as that was. So I was looking at that and I was going, yeah, I have lost some weight. There is some noticeable difference there. But I've also aged as well. You know, I've had a lot of people say you don't look your age. Yeah, well, I've always said I feel my age. Everything about me is falling apart. So, but yeah, in terms of physically, when I look at myself, I have definitely aged in just the 3-year time period. And of course, if you look even further back, you could definitely tell how much you've aged. The hair really is the biggest thing. I think my hairline is getting further back. It's receding a little bit back there maybe. And then also the gray in the hair. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not totally gray. I mean, I have a lot of black still in my hair, but a good chunk of it is gray at this point. So I always made the decision that I would never color my hair. I know some people do it, but no, I've always felt that if you start down that path, you got to keep going with it, because if you don't, then you got roots, right? I said, no, I'm not going to do that. Forget it. So I said, I'm going to leave it. I remember a neighbor of mine, he was a next door neighbor of mine. The father was in his 30s. He was all gray already. And as the boys grew up, they were my age. At least one of the sons my age, the other one was younger. They all turned gray in their 30s as well. They followed their dad as far as the hair, but sometimes you prematurely gray. I mean, it's shocking how much they had turned gray so quickly. But anyway, I didn't start turning gray until probably my 50s. And then you started really noticing when I was around the 60 range. And then now, of course, it's even more. So, yeah, but what about the rest of you? I could definitely see wrinkles in my, in smile lines and stuff. I could see a little bit of wrinkles there. But, others have said that you don't have a whole lot of other facial wrinkles and things going on. Well, yeah, maybe not. But my theory behind it was always this. I said, sometimes Asians, or at least for me, I don't know of all Asians, but for me, my skin tends to be a little oily. I think it just lubricates it. Tell me if you think that's true. Is that a true thing? Because your face, your skin oils are more there, so it lubricates it and you don't dry out as much, so you don't look as wrinkly. That's always been my guess. My friends were making fun of me. I told you guys that I had lunch with a couple of my high school friends and my brother, recently because of my upcoming birthday. And they were saying, yeah, we saw that video where you said the high school guys are looking pretty old. Yeah, you're making us look bad. Calling us names, calling us old. I go, no, well, you guys look okay. Some of the other guys look a little older. We're all getting older. It's just the way it is. So anyway, yeah, let me know what you think about this whole thing about aging. I know a lot of my viewers are of the older generation. And so, yeah, did you feel that you got older looking in your 60s, in your 70s, in your 50s, in your 40s? When do you think you felt that you said, man, I'm really getting older looking? But I noticed it for myself now. Yeah, it's getting there, definitely getting there. So, yeah, it was just something on my mind as I was walking out of Costco, and I'm thinking, yeah, I could feel my age too. People have said, when we see you walking around, you don't seem to have any type of medical handicap. No, I do, with the replaced knee and everything. But really what hurts more today on me is my hips, more so than my knees. My knees are pretty decent at this point. I don't seem to have too much problems with the replaced knee at this point. I can't bend it more than, say, 120 degrees. It's never going to be the flexion will never be as good as it was before you had the operation. But I have 0 degrees of extension, which means it's perfectly straight. And flexion is at least 120 degrees on its own. So it's not bad. Those who are knee replacement people who continue to watch my channel, I appreciate that too. And there's new replacement people who watch my channel as well. Thank you for doing that. I heard from one lady in the UK recently. I'll send a message back to her. She sent me an email asking me some questions about the knee. So I know there's still new knee patients watching my knee replacement videos, and I'm really glad for that, because I hope that they help you and that they get better, that you get better from it. But yeah. I feel my age. The hips hurt more than anything. People say you don't seem to walk really bad. I mean, they'll see me leave the car and they'll see me walking around Costco, and then I get back and they said, you don't seem to have a problems, and yet you still have the handicap placard. I have problems, believe me. I've mentioned in the past that I can't walk even the distance of going from the front to the back of Costco before I start feeling it. And I feel it mostly in the hips now, more so than the knee. It used to be more the knee, but now it's the hips. And if you watch me walk, you don't see it in my gait pattern. It doesn't seem like it's really bad, because I suffer quietly when I'm walking. I can feel it. I can feel the pain, but I just kind of do my best not to look like I'm limping. But yeah, and I try to walk as quickly as I can. I don't drag as long as, other times you might be dragging a little bit, but I try not to. I don't want to make it look bad. But there's been times where I says I have to do the little act for people just so they would kind of not say anything about anything, because you can see them looking at you as you're getting into your vehicle, and you got the handicap placard on there saying this guy has no problems. They don't know. Really, what do they know? They have no idea. But this is what people think sometimes. So you play the game just to keep them quiet, essentially. So anyway, yeah, I feel my age, and I'm beginning to look my age at this point too. Anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. I appreciate you guys continuing to watch, and appreciate all the knee patients who still continue to watch me, and the new knee replacement patients who watch me. Some of them have come over here to the More from Russ channel as well, so thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. I wish you guys the best. One of my friends, she's having a knee replacement done today. In fact, this is her second knee replacement. And yeah, just praying for her that things go well. Her first knee replacement went very well. You know, within 3 months, she was dancing at her son's wedding. So let's hope this second knee replacement also goes well. But, you know, well or not, there's always a lot of pain in the beginning stages of the replacement. So yeah, I know she's going to go through a lot. She's already gone through it once. She's going through it again starting today. So all right, anyways, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. I'll talk to you guys next time.